Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Watch out, watch out.
One.
General, flash.
One.
Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mariota now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's a punt return score of 70 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
53, Mike.
Here's Mariota. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, you got to get off the field. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Smell. 99. Check 99. Kill.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check 53, Mike. Bandit. He's coming. Where are they, team? He's coming, double up. Deuce. Check safety.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On 2nd and 2, Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
64, they're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Hey, Alpha. Y'all playing wrong. Yep. Out. 44 at the moment. 80 weapon. Check. I'm here.
From the 44, Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Oh, now Lindsay lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Ready? 10-2 soft. Mike, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Lindsay.
Go.
And he's going to he stopped at about the 37. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready, ready. 90 Wolf. X3. 218 chopper. Hey, zoom. 5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Seven, our score after 1.
Hey, check. 3. Blue lines. 1. Watch the run. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Touchdown, defense. 43 is the mic.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Lindsey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We ain't giving them nothing today. Hey! Me. Hey, 58, look at me. Zipper. I'm gonna lose one. Protein spill. Why? Get wide.
On 1st down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58, right over there. Bravo! 58, right there. Let's go, D. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Man, I got you.
Here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A give, Eckler running to the right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Mariota. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
March 43. March 43. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go, D. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
To throw again on second down. Mariota looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Marcus Mariota, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, high 7. Go.
58, Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
58, right over there. Let's go.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Jet. Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
45.
This time they stay on the ground. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Record. Pilot, 64, get it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
31's the mic. All day, baby, all day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Good. Flag, Eddie. 1. 43 the mic. Check. 43.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23.
A gain of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 1st down, the run with Lynch. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. First down. Check, check. Lucky. Rush in.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Try to punch it in with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
80 weapons. Five. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Here we go, D. Anxious. You draw course.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Don't be scared of it. 31.
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. exit. General West, go.
Clock now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Yeah. You.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Yep. Motion. Hey, Charlie. To the backfield. 31's the mic. Now.
Throwing on second and long. Locke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
31's the mic. You're trash. 31's the mic.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Lock to throw for it on fourth. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
On second down, it's Lynch. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Let's go, on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
Now Rock, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cheetah.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Mariota now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our